Apple TV's popular series Your Friends and Neighbors is back with the highly anticipated second season that released on Friday, with each episode premiering weekly. Throughout each episode, I will be breaking down what happened and what we can expect going forward in the future in terms of the series. So if you're a fan of the series or just enjoy film and television, be sure to stick around and click that subscribe button so you don't miss any new content. To start the episode, Apple TV provides us with a nice recap of what happened in the first season to not only Andrew Cooper, but all major characters throughout the first season. The recap itself is skippable, but it's a nice refresher on what happened to our favorite characters, as it has been some time now since we last saw them. As the last time we saw Jon Hamm's Andrew Cooper, he escaped facing life in prison after he was framed by Samantha Levitt after she tried to pin her husband's suicide on Coop, which was essentially the narrative of the first season. But switching to the second season, if you watch the trailer, you'll notice that there's a new character on the block in terms of moving into the wealthy neighborhood of Westmont Village. And we will soon find out who this mysterious new character is. But the beginning of the second season begins with Coop and his wife's last few hours on their trip to Mexico. As while at the end of the first season, it seemed Coop had rekindled his marriage and that he and his wife were getting back together. However, that's not the case here, as from this opening scene, we can see that they're civil and the relationship is a bit weird as they encourage to sleep with other people. But onto that mysterious character that left us all wondering who this character is in terms of the season 2 trailer. We are basically introduced to him right away. Owen Ash is his name, and he's a young, bold, cocky, extremely rich business mogul who quickly makes an impression in terms of the neighborhood as we watch him fire his real estate agent and replaces her with Samantha Levitt. Seeing how the first season went for Coop, we all assumed that his burglary days were behind him. However, we were all mistaken, as the first season ended with Cooper going back to rob a house. And here in season 2, we can see that Coop still has not learned his lesson, as his main target here for this burglary is a $165,000 Mont Blanc pen. However, things take a turn for the worse when his back gives out, causing his good friend Barney to come to the rescue. Sticking with Barney, we can see that his relationship with his father-in-law is still awful, and that Coop's sister Allison is still trying to pursue her music career. But back to the main component of this episode, Owen Ash. As the episode progressed, we continued to see him make an impression. Whether this was driving past Cooper in a McLaren, paying $20 million cash for his new home, or hosting a luxurious welcome party to, of course, his friends and neighbors. And while at the party, while we think Coop is there simply to rob something from the house, unfortunately, he doesn't make that decision. However, at the party, Barney reveals to Coop that he wants in on his burglary business, as Barney now decides to join Elena and Coop, which makes us wonder what could possibly happen in the future, as we all know his hatred he has towards his father-in-law. So could we watch Barney rob some prized possessions from his father-in-law? That's a good possibility. But the question remains throughout this episode, who is Owen Ash, where did he come from, and simply what does he want? My guess is that he wants something to do with Cooper. Maybe he knows about Cooper's burglary business, or I feel that Coop is going to rob something from his house and that Ash is going to catch him in the act of doing so. Or possibly there was murder connected to the last season. We could possibly see Ash murder someone himself and again try and pin it on Cooper. What are your thoughts about the mysterious character of Owen Ash and this very first episode of the second season of Your Friends and Neighbors? Let me know down in the comment section below. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to keep it locked here, right here on this channel.